Here we are again for yet another episode of Unusual Imported Potato Chip Reviews. I'm getting fairly close to the bottom of the stash bag over here, which is good news because I am running out of novelty headgear to rock to cover up my scalp as I recover from a cosmetic procedure. This particular article was gifted to me by a very talented toy designer named Mr. Sean G. So go give him a follow if you like that sort of thing. Now let's just get right into it. Okay, what we have here is yet another bag from Lay's Thailand, and it is called Mieng Krob Ross, and I'm sure I pronounced that completely correctly with a perfect accent and immaculate pronunciation. This one is going to be a bit challenging because it is based off a Thai appetizer, which I have never had before. Here's an image of it, and from my understanding, it's a bunch of ingredients seen here: shrimp, peanuts, chilies, noodles, and other vegetables that you wrap in some sort of leaf and then consume it. I am not that well versed in Thai food, unfortunately. I do like Thai food, and I've been to plenty of Thai restaurants, but most of the items I've consumed have been fairly standard meals that most Americans are familiar with. Pad Thai and coconut soups and all the different curries. I've never had this, which speaks to my cultural poverty, and that's regrettable, and that's something I would like to maybe correct in the future should I ever go to Thailand, which seems highly likely because they have a vibrant toy culture there, and apparently I'm worshipped as a living god. So that's on the list. So right now we're just gonna go into this cold and see what happens. The criteria for evaluating these chips has been twofold. One is to just determine if the chips actually taste like the flavor that it's aspiring to capture, and there's been mixed results on that, but just because it fails at that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad chip. For example, the garlic oyster chips didn't taste at all like oysters, but the garlic flavor was so present and so delicious that it made for a wonderful snack, even though it didn't quite achieve what it strived to do. Whereas on the other hand, the mayonnaise chips definitely tasted like mayonnaise, but it was not an enjoyable chip. So there's sort of two criteria. One, does it achieve what it's trying to do? And two, is it a tasty snack? And those two things are sort of mutually exclusive in a way. Seeing as how I've never had this before, I'm not going to be able to determine if it's successful in capturing this delightful looking appetizer, but I can tell you whether or not they're good to eat. So let's crack the fucking bag and see where we're at. Not a bold smell. Definitely getting a note of peanut. And they're just regular looking chips with a few green flecks on them. Let's see what happens here. Wow. Strong lime note in the second movement. And then it sort of settles into a nutty taste. I mean, it seems like, let me try a couple more before I make any conclusions. Like, some of these just taste like one thing, and some of them go through sort of waves of flavor, and then as you eat them, the notes that are stronger kind of level out, and then some of the more background tastes start to build up on the palate. See what this one does. The citrusy taste is definitely holding strong. Yeah, there's a few notes of chili and other things. But given how many fucking ingredients that are on the front of the bag, it's not a very complex taste. That lime taste is really distracting. Sort of overpowers everything else. I don't know. I don't really fucking know. Kind of sweet. I mean, edible. Probably wouldn't choose these again. No offense to my Thai friends who might like these to have performed better. But yeah, it's alright. Not a standout. They still got the white guy on the back. They really, really seem to be proud of the fact that these fucking potatoes come from America. But, nice try. Interesting, but, wouldn't recommend it. Give it a fucking 5. Solid 5.